Welcome back. What's up, you guys? It's me, Master of Galaxy Eyes, today bringing you a Galaxy Eyes Guardragon deck profile. I am so proud of this build, and I am so very excited to show it to all of you. So if you like the video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos by me and maybe a couple of my friends, make sure you check out the Scrub Squad. Links in the description below. And without any further introduction, how about we just jump right into the deck profile? Starting off, we run 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is one of your main combo pieces for a lot of your combos in this deck. One being a galaxy monster, being searchable, being summonable. um, just Galaxy Eyes is just very important in this deck, and obviously, you know, me being the master of Galaxy Eyes and me loving this deck and this monster with all of my heart, I'm trying to run 3 of it. I think it's the best ratio to run it at. Obviously, depending on your build, you might want to run lower amounts. Depends on you, you know. Just use this as a little guide, I guess. Next, run 2 Galaxy Knight. Galaxy Knight is also another one of your great combo extenders because you can just normal summon him for free if you control a Galaxy or Photon monster. And then he'll special summon back the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in your graveyard, which he is most of the time, and you have a lot of ways to put him there. One of those being Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier, you just discard a light monster to special summon him, and then he searches a galaxy monster. So you could discard Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and get the Knight, normal summon the Knight that way, and then bring back the Galaxy Eyes, and boom, you've got an instant rank 8. Next, run 2 Photon Vanishers. Photon Vanisher is great because he's also a free special summon. You just gotta control a Photon or a Galaxy monster in order to do so, and when he is special summoned, he will gain you Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon directly from your deck to your hand, so that's amazing. 2 Photon Orbital. You equipped him to a Photon or Galaxy monster, and if you send him to the graveyard while he's equipped, you get to search for a Photon or Galaxy monster. It's so great because before we only had Wizard, who could search just galaxy monsters, and then you also have Galaxy Soldier who can also only search galaxy monsters. Wizard searches cards, galaxy cards, sorry. But with Photon Orbital, he searches all of your Photon and your galaxy monsters, so he's just great for getting you all the pieces that you need in your combos. Next, 2 Galaxy Wizard. Again, Galaxy Wizard will search you any galaxy card from your deck to your hand by tributing him off. And he becomes a level 8 if you use that effect, so you can use him with Expedition to go into another rank 8. 2 Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon, because you want this card in your graveyard a majority of the time. You either want him in your hand or in your graveyard. So running 2 is great because if you only run 1, you run the chance of something bad happening to him, whatever. Like, you don't get his effect off, you don't get to summon him, maybe he gets banished or whatever. Like, maybe your opponent is playing Trick Stars and you get reincarnated. This is one of the cards that you really want to use with the Guardragon engine, and without him, it's crucial to like just keep him in the deck in some way, shape, or form. That way you have access to him. So I run 2 copies, and I run 2 copies in my other deck profiles if you want to go watch those. I just think Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon is a great card. 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is another important part to the Guardragon engine being used with Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. You want to be able to summon this guy off of your Guardragon LP, and then just keep recycling your Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. 1 Arcbrave Dragon for kind of like protection and for a little bit of an extender. Not too much. You're not playing, what's its name? A Morphage Goliath in this deck. You very, very much can. If you decide to run a Morphage Goliath, I highly recommend it because he can completely lock your opponent out of special summoning, and a lot of this deck can do is putting up a lot of negates and being able to stop your opponent from special summoning would absolutely be insane. I am not running a Morphage Goliath at the moment, subject to change, don't know, don't really mind. I think the deck just perfectly fine without a Morphage Goliath. I'm just saying, as a extra piece, you can very much use him. 1 Destrudo, the Lost Dragons Frisian. Great extender card because when you put him in the graveyard by using like Dark Matter Dragon or pretty much just Dark Matter Dragon, to be honest, being able to special summon him out for that level 4 target to summon out your LP, your Pitsy, or your Agar Pain. Well, Agar Pain just needs 2 dragons, but either way, just being able to summon out your Guardragons, very, very important. I'm running 2 Supreme King Dragon Darkworm because it's a great opening card. It's a great starter card because you just put it in the graveyard and then you special summon it. Also great just for going into your Guardragons. And then finally, last little piece of spice cards I have is to possibly go into another rank 8. Just to continue on your plays and trying to build more negates, more just stuff to do to your opponent, lock your opponent out, is 1 Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. You being able to run lights and darks in this deck, being able to just special summon a free Chaos Emperor Dragon to just go into another rank 8, I find it super amazing. I find it fantastic. I'm glad this card's off the ban list. I just do not like its errata. You're basically never using this card for its effect to burn your opponent, destroy the field. It can be used in that sense, which is why it is also in here. It's because, like, if you really desperately just need to kill your opponent, let's say like you run through your entire extra deck, you're basically running on fumes on your main deck, but if you're able to just burn your opponent's life points using his effect, I mean, go right in, go right ahead. But that is it for the monsters in the main deck. On to the spells. We run 3. World Legacy Guardragon. This is one of the very crucial, important cards to Guardragons because you want to be able to manipulate your zones. You want to be able to move your monsters around. You want to be able to just make sure that everything is being structured properly to be able to summon out and combo off. Next, run 3 Trade-in. You run a lot of level 8s in this deck, so being able to just have draw power is really fantastic. Sometimes I even find myself not even drawing into Trade-in just because I'm going through my deck that much with searching, but it's there just to help you get to your combo pieces if you just really happen to not open up a good hand, which through testing I find myself not actually opening up a bad hand. I've been able to combo off with basically every hand I've drawn. I haven't run into any problems yet. If you were to, I guess, let me know in the comments below if you try to play out this deck. I run 2 Galaxy Expedition. Galaxy Expedition allows you to special summon a level 5 or higher Galaxy or Photon monster if you control one. So this is just an extender card. It's a great extender card. Great extender card. Just being able to summon out another Galaxy monster to possibly continue your plays, maybe to go into a Soulflare Dragon or just maybe go into Saruja. Like, if you're not going into your Guardragons, you have plenty of other resources at your disposal to go into. 2 World Legacy Succession. The extra deck is completely full of Link monsters, so more than likely you're always going to have one. Running 2 World Legacy Succession, being able to special summon any monster from your graveyard to a zone a Link monster points to, absolutely insane. I love having this monster reborn in the deck, along with an actual monster reborn. But also run 2 Return of the Dragon Lords. Return of the Dragon Lords, being able to revive a level 7 or 8 dragon type monster from your graveyard. Majority of the time you're going to have Galaxy as Photon Dragon in your graveyard, so this card's basically always live. And so being able to special summon back your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to be able to go into a rank 8, or maybe just go into another Link monster. Maybe you're summoning your Borolo Dragon, maybe you need to summon a Saruja. Either way, this card's just a great extender. One Dragon Shrine and one Foolish Burial. Dragon Shrine being a hard one to return, Foolish Burial's not. So I decided to run 2, and Dragon Shrine's able to just get you any of your dragons to the graveyard. Foolish Burial's able to get any of your pieces that you might need into the graveyard. So running one of each, really nice. Pretty standard in Guardragons, I've seemed to notice. At least I think. I don't really watch a lot of deck profiles, to be honest. It's just from what I've seen from pictures online of people's deck profiles going off. Because while I may not watch deck profiles, I like to keep up on the meta, so I like to watch and see what everyone's doing. 1 for 1. 1 for 1 being able to special summon your Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. That's really all this card is in here for, to just go into your Guardragons in the extra deck. And then finally, for the final spell, it's 1 Monster Reborn. And then onto the traps. I only run 2, and I always seem to run 2 in all my Galaxy decks. It's just 2 Galaxy Eyes Transmigration, being a counter trap while you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, negating the activation of your opponent's spell and traps and monster effects. Activated before this card in the chain, meaning literally if you're going, like if your opponent is structuring a chain link or just a bunch of chains, if you activate this at the very end of their chain, they can continue, they can't chain to this unless they have their own counter trap card, being a spell speed 3. So all of their chains are basically dead, and any that were on the field are immediately shuffled back into the deck. So this is just super great. Honestly, it's really great for shutting down something like Gokis, or just any deck that does a lot of chaining. Tachyon Transmigration, super great to get its effect off fully and get the most use out of its effect. And if you happen to control Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, you don't run it in this deck. But if you're playing pure Galaxy Eyes, which highly recommend, I love that deck, check out my deck profile. If you control Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, you can actually activate this card from your hand, so your opponent doesn't even see it coming, so they can't like Twin Twister it or anything like that. But that was the main deck. On to the extra deck, the actual Guardragon and Galaxy Eyes portion of this deck. You run 1 Guardragon LP. This special summons a dragon type monster from your, I believe from your hand in deck? Yeah. Most of the time you're going to be using the special summon from the deck effect to summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. But if he's in your hand, you can special summon him from there too. Next, we have Guardragon Pisty. I was just double checking to make sure his other effect, because I primarily use his effect to special summon from the graveyard, but he can special summon banished dragon type monsters too, which potentially, I mean, could come in handy if you have your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon banished by some effect, or if you have your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon banished. Like, let's say your opponent decides to, again with Trickstars, like if they reincarnate your entire hand and he happened to be in your opening hand, just you could use this to try to get him back and just continue your plays from there. But primarily you're going to be using the effect of special summon from the graveyard. Next, 1 Guardragon Agar Pain. This is to special summon any dragon type monster from your extra deck to a zone. All of these, by the way, say to a zone that 2 or more Link monsters point to, and you can't special summon anything but dragon type monsters while any of these are on the field. And I'm not sure about it, but I don't think you can use them to go into a monster that's not a dragon type monster, even though you'd be using them. I haven't ever really encountered that in a duel before, and so forgive me if I just don't know that ruling. But if someone could actually comment down below if I could use them to go into a monster that's not a dragon, that'd be super great. But anyway, Agar Pain, super good, being able to summon one of your spicy little tech cards here in the extra deck, and just any other dragon. I run 1 Nightmare Phoenix for Link 2 if I really need it, just because he only opens up 1 extra zone if you summon him in the main monster zone. You're not really trying to extra link or do anything in this deck. You're basically just trying to get your combos off, and so running a link 2 like Nightmare Phoenix, pretty good. If you decided, I'd probably recommend playing with Proxy Dragon over Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix just being able to get rid of your opponent's spells and traps. I really like that, especially when you're playing against that. It's pretty back row heavy, and this deck not having many ways to actually get rid of current back row on the field. It's only able to really negate back row or anything like that. 1 Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon. I love this card. I'm so glad it came out in Soul Fusion. Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon really helped the deck because you're just able to use any 2 light monsters, with 1 being 2,000 more attack, which you run a lot of in this deck, and being able to get back one of your combo pieces, a Photon or Galaxy card in your graveyard, back to your hand. Super amazing. And if he happens to stay on the field, being able to destroy a special summon monster on your opponent's turn by discarding a Photon or Galaxy card, or just 1 Galaxy as Photon Dragon. Really great. 1 Decode Talker, because Decode Talker is Decode Talker, to be honest. He's a link 3 that you can go in here besides Summon Sorceress, because he's just a generic, instead of Summon Sorceress being type specific. And speaking of Summon Sorceress, you run 1 of her, because she's able to get you more combo pieces if she points to a dragon, or if you special summon a dragon from your hand to your opponent's side, just for whatever reason. Just if you need to really get off your plays, Summon Sorceress really comes in handy. 1 Saruja Skulldread. Saruja just being super great, because Saruja can just get you free draws, unclog your hand. Really great for extending your plays, being able to special summon anything from your hand. Really love it. 1 Borolo Dragon for those problematic situations where you just need to get over a monster that your opponent has. 1 Cyber Dragon Nova and 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity. You run the Infinity package because you just want to be able to have as many negates at your disposal, to be honest. And having a Cyber Dragon Infinity to be able to take your opponent's monsters or negate anything they do, really great. The card you'd be summoning off of Agar Pain, at least I'm summoning a lot, is Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Again, another negate and another way to get over problematic monsters on the field. 1 Number 38 Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Hope Harbinger just being able to negate any spell or spell effect. Really love it. 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Because being able to get you your other combo pieces for if you just don't happen to pop off in your first turn, being able to just keep resources coming your way and being able to be a negate on the field is super great. And then 1 number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. Dark Matter is super important because he just gets you a lot of your pieces into the graveyard to just continue your plays, push yourself forward. Great card. I really love being able to use his effect in this deck. I'm not able to use it in my main deck version of Galaxy Eyes because just I don't run 3 different dragons with different names. Subject to change possibly soon, not too sure. But if you guys actually want to see maybe more Galaxy Eyes monsters in the extra deck, I'd highly recommend going and checking that out, because this deck doesn't really focus on the Galaxy Eyes dragons themselves in the extra deck. It's more so focused on just pushing out as many negates as possible and just trying to stop your opponent from playing honestly. Like, that's all this deck is for. I know that's what a lot of people want, and so if you really want to win, I'd highly recommend playing this build if you want to have fun while winning, because while this deck is fun, it's just not really my style. Maybe it's more your style, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Scrub Squad. I have links down in the description below. If you want to see my last video, make sure you click the video here at the top, or if you want to see what YouTube recommends you should be watching, click the video at the bottom. Make sure you click subscribe and check out the Scrub Squad, and I will see you all in the next video. So, peace out.